Hello and welcome to Playmakers Insight. Today we break down one of the most misunderstood but powerful tactical concept in the modern football. The concept of rest defense, right? So today's video is going to be in two parts. There's going to be this part that I'm doing a theory, and the second part is going to be me showing the rest defense in the technical board, right? So would look at in this theory would look at the where does the term originate and what is rest defense, right? So the first one, where does the term rest defense originate? So based on the research, the term originates from Germany, right? So the German football analyst and the coaching schools in Germany describe the term as a Restverteidigung. So that's the German term for rest defense. It's Restverteidigung, right? So you would see the term very popular during the era of coaches like Jurgen Klopp at Dortmund and Pep Guardiola at Bayern Munich and Julian Nagelsmann during his time at Leipzig. And would see coaches like Thomas Tuchel as well using it in all his teams, right? So the Germans with the rest defense, with them, when they say rest, they leaving players behind, but it doesn't mean rest like rest as we know it, like to chill. No, it's the rest, but being alert of the moments of the game, right? So you're looking at the transition from attack to defense, so you get to be ready for when the possession is lost to defend, right? So now we get into what is a rest defense. So basically, rest defense is the team structure that is the structure that the team keeps while we are in attack, right? So you'd find that when the ball or possession is with the advanced players like your number 10s and your wingers and the striker, right? So it's the structure that we keep at the back to make sure that we eliminate the surprise of being caught by a counter attack. So this is what the rest defense is for, is to make sure that we get structured in such a way that when we lose possession, we are ready to defend at that moment. So we're thinking about defending while we're in possession, right? Sort of the way we structure ourselves to make sure that we don't get caught in counter attacks, right? And we don't give the opposition time to play or time on the ball, right? As soon as we lose it, we're on top of them. So it means we cannot mention rest defense without mentioning counter pressing, because everything must start as far as possible from the players that were left behind, right? So these players that are left behind, they are looking at what's going on there when the ball is far away from them, but they are checking the whereabouts of the opposition attackers as well, which baphi bandaoni, so that we can make sure that everyone is closer to those, so that when they play the ball to them, there's always a player that is close to them to delay them with their dribble. So you don't commit, you sort of delay so that everyone can run back vertically, because that's the main part of a rest defense, to make sure that you delay so that, or we can take the ball if we can, depending on the numbers. So sometimes as well, it's the numerical superiority, because the structure of a rest defense, right, it goes with the how many players that are being left by the opposition in the advanced areas. So if the opposition leaves two attacking players, then it means we'll have three defending players, and then right in front of them we'll have two pivots that are guarding the center. to make sure that they are closer to those players that are attacking, and they are closer to the defense as well, to make sure that in between here they're guarding the space, because the counter pressing will start from there and they will go according to what is happening in front of them, right? So that is a rest defense. It's a very, very, very important concept to understand, and teams they should understand that while we're keeping these players at the back, to make sure that we don't get caught by counter attacks, cause once you're in possession, it means now it's possession versus the space behind, because now you're playing very, very high because you've got the ball there. So it means now you've got a lot of space that the opposition can use behind you. So that's why you make sure that there are no long balls that are allowed from far, to make sure if they play short, at least we can quickly get the ball. And if they play long, if they manage to play long, at least there are people that are going to delay this attack. It doesn't result into a counter attack that's going to be a goal to our side. So that is the rest defense. It is the structure that the team keeps while we are in attack. So we're thinking of that moment of transition, that we are ready to defend while we are in possession, right? So one of the things, but some few things that people may forget to mention when they're talking about rest defense is the psychological readiness of the players and the timing, right? So they need to be ready to switch from attack to defense anytime, right? And the timing as well, to make sure that that switch is very it happens very, very quick, right? And the scanning part as well, because the rest defense includes scanning, because now the defenders will be looking to track whereabouts zezi players attacker bangaba zindawo. Yeah, if man, so that is the close kubo all the time, to make sure that there are no element of surprise that is going to happen in those moments, right? So, and the other part is that the communication needs to be at very, 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 very high quality, right? Because sometimes this player might go there and the other needs to cover, so that communication needs to be very smooth, and it needs to be in very, very high quality, to make sure bangaba wonke umuntu uyathetha. In places that you will need to bama udelegate, you delegate, you do that as well. So yeah, that's it from me, from this part of theory. Now we're going to get to the part of what you call practical on the tactical board. So this is the tactical board that we're going to use. So as you see here, this team is the way that is structured. We're playing a team that is playing 4-4-2 while we're playing 4-3-3. So let's say in a case whereby we can manage to play around, and then let's say we find our pivot, and then as we get the ball, we manage to push the defensive line to go to their half, right? They go to their half, and then we've got our 9 here, we've got our number 10s here, and we've got the 4-4. And then let's say they put this player here, and then we go with our players in there, right? So this would be our structure in rest defense, right? So let's say they've got these players here. So you see, if they leave 2 players here, then it means we'll have 3 players here. These are the rest these 5 players, they are part of the rest, our rest defense, right? So these are the players that are guarding these players, right? So if, let's say, our number 10s go to the half spaces, and with these they come here, then they push a little bit to this place, because they need to be closer to the action, to make sure that whatever happens in this space, they're in control, right? So let's say we lose the ball, maybe here or with this, and then they get the ball. Once we try to press here, then he plays the ball to this one, and then this one plays the ball, the long ball comes here. So it means if this one we're going to delay here, this player comes here, this comes here, and these players run back. This player comes here, and this, and our players, they come here. So as you've seen that everyone is getting back vertically. As I've mentioned, the part of one of the most important things in rest defense, once we are exposed, we need everyone to run vertically straight, because we've got this player that is going to delay here, right? So everyone must, that is coming from that part, needs to come straight. They need to come straight to make sure that we defend the ball. Or in this one, while we're here with the ball, we can try and counter press here, but if they get out from our counter press, we make sure that from that long ball that is going to come from this player to this player, at least this player can delay, so that we can get numbers behind the ball, right? To make sure that everyone is covered, so that this counter doesn't become successful for them to score a goal here. So that is the part of the practical. I know that is what was very short. I'm looking at the time as well, that I don't want it to drag any further, but don't just take my word for it. I want you to go and research as well. Do your own research. With these videos, I'm trying just to stimulate the curious mind to go and research, because this video was requested by a coach, Hamilton from Rustenburg. I hope, my brother, I've answered your questions, because he saw one of the videos that I did on TikTok on national SA philosophy, and then he asked me about the rest. Can I do a video breaking down the concept of rest defense? So my brother, here you go. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we're looking forward to bring you the football content, and break down some of the concept in football that you want us to break down. We'll try and come and simplify them for you, and not use big terms, right? So the takeaway is that the term rest defense originates from Germany. It's the German name is Rechtsverteidigung, and it's a what is rest defense? It is a structure that the team keeps while we are in possession, to make sure that we don't get surprises of being caught by a counter attack. So yeah, for me, that's all from me. Thank you very much for consuming my content. Would love for you to like, share, and subscribe, and comment as well, and tell us what you think, because your opinion matter to us so much, so much. It's going to help us to improve our content, to make sure that we give you the content that is proper. Thank you very much. Salute.